So this gym that you're looking at, this is the grand opening of the new BFL gym. And this is put on by Adidas, Kilter, and Epic TV.
Get a preview there.
Now we have athletes competing on the front lever. Last year, when Noah competed, he had only climbed B15, and I say only, I shouldn't say that at all. He had climbed B15, and now he has definitely upped it, his strength, his ability to climb, by climbing Sleepwalker, which puts him at B16, which equals the hardest climbs that Drew Luana, our three-time winner, has climbed.
Preview this one.
Last year, Noah held that for 8 seconds. It'll be interesting to see how this year's time compares. Up next on the front lever is Gunnar Otterson, who was in the tech world, but is now a strength and conditioning coach at Climb Clinic. As you can see, as his whole body is shaking, Gunnar is giving it 100%. We have Aiden attempting a weight on the one-arm pull-up, but for this, your chin has to go above the bar, and he did not complete a full rep. Okay, here's Drew Luana. He's not 5'2", he's actually 5'7". Oh yeah, no. Looks like the ladies are all moving over to the grip pull. The grip pull is a finger training device that was actually designed right here by the Beast Finger Gym owner, Amon Anderson. strong. Looks like we have Katie Bone up. She's in a knee brace. She smashed her knee back in 2023 at team trials and had to have surgery, and actually still isn't done with surgeries. Her knee is still injured and she will be requiring surgery later this year. Now Katie Bone is extremely impressive. Her resume is crazy. She won American Ninja Warriors women competition, and she is currently the U.S. National Youth Speed Champion. She is the fastest climber in the country in the youth circuit. We have Aiden preparing for the front lever. For this, you have to really use your lats and your abs to bring your body to parallel to the ground. If your body is not parallel, it does not count. And you can see here, he does mostly achieve parallel for maybe a second. Aiden's favorite place to climb is Bishop and Black Mountain, which are two climbing crags out in California, where he's from. And that was Drew Ruana on the bench press. As you can see listed here, Katie's list of achievements is nothing short of impressive. Now on the grip pole we have Kestrel Pikowicz. Thank you. I am here with Ruana. How's it feel to be here again for your fourth time?
Yeah, fourth time back. Really excited.
And you've won every year so far.
So far, yeah. Not feeling the most confident about this round, but we'll see.
How's it going so far?
Pretty good. The space is a bit smaller than last year, but the competition itself seems like a lot more refined, which every year it gets better and better, so off to a good start.
And I saw you did the one-arm pull-up. How much weight did you do?
I did plus 30 pounds, so I was pretty psyched about that.
Yeah, that's extremely impressive. Do you remember what you did last year?
I don't think there was a weighted one last year. I think it was just max number of one arms.
And you did 9. I do remember that. And what else have you done? The vertical jump, bench press?
Yeah, I've done everything now except for the grip pull. Saving the worst for last, I guess.
You moved through those quickly. Was there any strategy?
I guess I just start off with like the higher strength-based ones, I guess, and that way like those don't fatigue me as much. I just either can like do the weight or I can't, and then kind of just move on from there. So.
Well, thank you. Good luck for your grip pull. I think you did 165 in the past.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that weight again, I guess. Hopefully I didn't get weaker from last year. So.
Throughout the years, your fingers have stayed pretty consistent.
So I just hope they stay consistent.
Well, thank you. Good luck. Looks like Aiden is about to start the bench press and getting tips. Jacob Arusi. Jacob is actually a 6th grade teacher. Seems like teaching comes natural to him. Aiden's first rope is easy. But this competition, you have to do 2 reps for it to count.
Jump, something to go get this jump.
And we have Aiden on the vertical jump, and he tries so hard he falls to his butt. Good effort there. And you can see behind him, Austin is practicing. Now, these climbers are some of the strongest climbers in the world. They're all double-digit climbers ranging from V11 to V16. The climbing grading scale, the V scale, which is the American bouldering scale based out of Waco Tanks in El Paso, Texas, goes from V0 to V17. A V0 is where anyone who's never climbed, they can just go in and typically climb a V0 without any prior knowledge or skills. V17 Only a handful of people have ever climbed that in the entire world. But that number has been growing pretty rapidly every year since the first one was done. And in this gym right now, we have 2 V16 competitors going head to head. So when we get to the climbing portion, this should be extremely exciting.
What do you think next?
So on the vertical jump, the competitors actually get 3 attempts on this versus 2 like on many of the other events. This is Austin Rice on the vertical jump. Looks like he might have just moved the whole thing. It was a little too easy for him. One of the nice things about this competition is that everything is strength to weight ratio. So we can adjust the vertical height to how tall you are. So if you're on the shorter side, like Katie Bone, who is our shortest competitor at 5'2", she can still reach it because they can lower it. And then our tallest competitors, they can raise it so that they can also compete well. So we have Gunnar Otterson on the vertical jump. He had mentioned that he's coming into this competition 10 pounds lighter this year. So he's curious to see how his stats compare this year from last year. He is one of our returning athletes. The ladies are preparing for the weighted pull-ups. Sometimes the hardest part of doing the weighted pull-up is just establishing on the bar. Because as climbers, often our arms are stronger than our legs. Aiden is preparing for another jump. Looks like he got some good height that time. Now we have Gunnar on another attempt on the vertical jump. Looks like he hit 35 cm. And here I have Maddie Morris. Welcome back.
Thank you, thank you.
How did the grip pull go?
It was rough. It's a different grip than I think we're all used to, so it was just like a little learning curve of that, but it was not too bad.
What do you normally use?
The tension block, yeah, I think all of us normally use that.
How big is the edge on this grip pull?
You know what? I don't know. It's probably 15 millimeters.
Is it smaller or bigger than what you're used to? Or just the angle?
Just the angle is a little bit different. It's not like a flat edge. It kind of like curls in. Yeah, just a little bit different. 115. Yeah, I tried 125 and failed, and then 115 was the second attempt. Yeah. Yeah, yes, I know, because bench press too. Yeah, you're right.
Are you done competing?
No, I think we're like halfway.
Okay.
Yeah. I think we have weighted walk-offs and the hollow body holds. But then, yeah, we don't have this one.
Did
So
you do the way to pull up?
yes, we just did that.
How much did you do?
I got 80 pounds.
Like 115?
Yeah, maybe next. Yeah, next try, might as well.
How did 80 feel? Easy?
Not too bad. It felt solid. I think I'll try 85 or 90 for the next go. Yeah.
Go home or go big or go home.
Totally. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. I'll just do 90. Yeah, you're right.
Well, thank you for stopping by again.
Thank you very much.
And that was Maddie Morris, 26. She's had a long list of careers, currently a route setter, but before that was a climbing coach. How's the comp going so far?
Pretty good. I did a lot more on bench than I thought I would, which I'm pretty impressed with. And then there's a couple spots where I could have probably done better, but I'm pretty happy with how I'm doing.
What did you bench?
155 for 2.
Do you often train bench?
No. I weigh 135.
Wow, way more than body weight. Really impressive.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty happy with that.
Have you done the one arm pull-ups?
Yeah, I have. I got 17 and a half pounds.
Strong. Do you train those too?
No. Sometimes, but not really. I just train pulling, the pull-ups.
And what was your weighted pull-up?
It was 90 pounds. I tried 135 and I got close, but the second rep was too hard.
And you played it safe. Played it safe. And then what's left?
I got the grip pull lift and then one more front lever. So.
And I understand that you have a finger injury.
Yeah.
Will you be using the grip pull with your injured hand?
Nope. Definitely my left hand. Yeah. So I guess we'll see.
Are you right-handed or left-handed?
Right-handed, but I'm better on my one-arm pull-ups with my left hand for some reason. So I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Looks like Drew Ruana is preparing for the grip pull. And Noah Wheeler is preparing for the weighted 2-arm pull-up. I like how in this competition I have to distinguish between pull-ups using 1 arm and 2 arms. Most people in the world can't do 1-arm pull-ups, and here we are at comp where people are doing weighted 1-arm pull-ups. Francesco is really adding those weights on. And Noah on the weighted pull-ups. Look at those lats pop. Oh, we'll have to see if the judge counts that. He tried to get his chin over. I don't know if that's gonna go. Oh, look at that, too much weight. As I told you before, us climbers, we can pull with our arms, but our legs, not so much. Okay. Hi, Noah.
Hello. What's up? It's going well. Yeah.
What have you done so far?
I've done front lever, one arm weighted pull up, max pull up, vert, and bench press.
And your front lever, you held it for how long?
13 seconds. So.
Way longer than you did last year.
Yeah. I had like 5 last year or something.
Yes. What have you been doing? Are you training front levers?
Yeah. Well, I trained a lot of core over the spring. I just had like this really intense core workout that I would do like every 2 days. So. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Can you share a little bit about that core workout? Seems like magic.
Yeah. I basically just do it like Yannick Flo does, but like a little bit different reps. So I do like 10 toe-to bars, rest 15 seconds, 10 like halfway up, rest 15 seconds, and then 10 halfway up again, and then rest 15 seconds. And then I rest like a minute 30 or 2 minutes, and then do that again 3 times. So
You hear that, folks? That is the secret. So what do you have left? The grip pull appears.
all I have is grip pull really, and I could try to improve my bench, but I'm not very good at benching. So
But 165, that's your body weight, right?
it's a bit more than my body weight, yeah.
Still impressive.
Thank you, thank you.
And you are a competitor from last year, so you're somewhat familiar with the grip pull.
What?
With the grip pull, you're somewhat.
Yes, yeah.
Do you train that at all?
No, I don't train fingers using blocks. I train them on the wall, so it's a bit less applicable to like metrics. But yeah, I do a lot of like board climbing, so it works my fingers to a degree that I'm happy with.
So no hangboarding for you either.
No, only to warm up.
Okay, everyone. So now we've learned the secret. Don't hangboard, do some abs, and you also will be climbing Sleepwalker.
Yeah, basically.
Can you tell me a bit about Sleepwalker?
Yeah, it's like a 16, like maybe 15, depending on your height.
16.
In Red Rocks, Nevada, which is like right by Las Vegas. I think it was established in like 2018 by Jimmy Webb. Seen a lot of ascents since, because it's in a very convenient area. So yeah.
Nice send. And good luck for the rest of the competition.
I walked in the house, I said, what the hell y'all got going on here, bro? They got rocks everywhere in the basement. Man, that house was lit, man. And then we went upstairs and they had the little studio room and stuff. I said, man, y'all got it going on here. There's not no better way to have it.
Jacob on the grip pull. He looks very pleased with that. Look at all those weights he has on there. Just so incredible how strong these competitors are with just 4 fingers. So many climbers swear by their hangboard protocol. But Noah says he doesn't hangboard at all, except for to warm up his fingers for climbing. So let's see how his method works for his finger strength. Last year, Noah lifted 175 pounds. Now, for a rep to count, all the weights have to lift the ground. There's no requirement for how high you have to lift it, but it has to be clearly off the ground. The competitors can use an open hand grip or closed half grip, but their thumbs cannot be used. We have Jacob, the 6th grade teacher, up next. He actually just happened to be on a 2-week climbing trip here in Denver and heard that this competition was going on and registered the night before. A surprise competitor. Here with Annika Shoemaker.
Hi. Good, how are you?
Good. So this is your first year doing this competition, correct?
First time.
What do you think?
I really like it. It's fun. It's like I don't know what a lot of my maxes are, and so it's fun to like see that. And of course, I'm like friends with all the girls, so it's nice to like go compete with your friends.
Have you ever seen a competition like this before?
Not for climbing. No.
And you're a veteran to the comp climbing world, aren't you?
I've been comp climbing for a long time.
And how have your numbers been?
Pretty good. I feel strong today. I wish I would have eaten a little bit more this morning, but that's okay. We got some snacks, so I feel good. I'm psyched. Yeah.
What has been your favorite event so far?
Oh, bench press.
What did you bench press?
My bench press was 140 this morning. So
Wow. 2 reps of 140.
reps of 140. Yeah.
Impressive. Do you practice that at all?
Every once in a while. It's like, I don't know. I lift like maybe once every 2 weeks or so, which is like not awesome, but when I can, I do, yeah.
And are you all done now with the strength part?
We've got one more. I think I've got one more weighted pull-up, and then we have our weighted lock-offs, and then we're done.
What was your first rep of weighted pull-up?
80 pounds for 2.
Strong.
Oh, good. I don't know. It was good.
Well, good work.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Good luck for the rest of the comp.
Thank you.
Yeah, Gunner on the grip pull. I think that was too much weight. I don't think that budged, and that won't count. Each of the events have judges, so you can see some of the judges there looking. So in this room, we have World Cup climbers, national team members, and just outdoor enthusiasts. This comp, the BFL Combine, brings amateurs to pros all together. But let me tell you, these amateurs are not real amateurs. They're climbing double digits. They're doing one-arm pull-ups with weight. They're all very strong.
Yeah, I'll just leave it running.
And Maddie on the weighted pull-up. That second rep will not count. And that's probably my fault. I think I told her to go for 90. It seems like several of the competitors have turned in their scorecard and they have completed all 6 events. Generally for the hollow body hold, which is where the competitors lay on the ground in a canoe shaped position with their backs to the ground, we do that all at once. So the girls can go head to head. Aiden on the grip pull. Oh. Sorry, that was Austin on the grip pull with Aiden next to him on the grip pull. Katie Bone. Hi.
Hi.
I have known her for several years. She's also from Albuquerque, but now she's all grown up. And how is this comp today going?
It's been good. It's been super, super fun. It's a lot of weight stuff that I haven't really done in a while, but it's cool to get to do it with other people as well.
And I see you wearing a knee brace. What happened to your knee?
About a year and a half ago, I completely blew out my knee, ACL, meniscus, all of the things in it. So it's still recovering. I still need another surgery, so still in a brace for anything that's impact or jumping.
I saw you on the vertical jump. How did that feel?
It was good. I got way higher than I thought I would. But yeah, it's usually just the impact. I can feel my meniscus when I jump, but I'm kind of used to it at this point.
Did you land on one leg?
No, I landed on both. Just because of speed climbing, I've been doing a lot of jumping. I technically can't really make it worse, so I'm allowed to jump. I just got to get through the pain of it. Yeah.
That's interesting. I'm so sorry. And are you almost done with everything?
Yeah, I have one more thing and then we'll be on to bouldering. So.
How did the grip pull feel?
It was okay. I did a decent amount of weight. The edge that we have is super slick, so I just dry fire off of it. But I think I did 145 pounds.
And that is more than her body weight, let me tell you. Significantly more. So strong. Katie is also American Ninja Warriors Women's Champion.
Yes, I won the Women's Championship in 2023.
And she is our fastest speed climber in the youth circuit.
Yes, I just won nationals for speed climbing, so that's where my focus has been. So trying bouldering today for a little bit.
Well, it's great to see you here, and I'm glad that your knee's healing up. And good luck for climbing.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Cam, cut back to the, yep.
Thank you. Yeah. We'll get the hang of it. The second half of the competition. This is your fourth year, right?
It's my fourth year doing the combine, setting for it, second year achieving it. You know, first off, huge shout out to the whole team from Kilter that came and helped out. So Rami, Ryan, and Kasha over here, and they helped me set and forerun the boulders. Super psyched for the new facility and the new wall angles. This is the first time we're in this facility for it, so we got a lot of slab, which should be very exciting for the athletes to get on. Very stoked.
And what's the grade range for these climbs?
I would say most of them range from V6 to maybe V9. maybe pushing V10. So the athletes only have 4 minutes to do it. So even though they're insanely strong, I think it'll still give them a pretty good challenge. We have a pretty wide range of athletes, so I'm really excited to see how the separation works out. And there's definitely a few ways to do each boulder, so I really hope to see some creativity and see what they can show us. Yeah.
Is there a mix of traditional climbing climbs with some more modern, new styles?
Yeah, definitely. So for the slab especially, there's definitely like some moves to look out for. Like getting to the zone hold on this far one will be very interesting, and the walk across on this other slab, the blue one, will also be super cool. On problem number 2, that red and white one, we might see a ninja kick. Yeah, so something similar. We'll see how it works out. It doesn't always go as planned, but we put in the work, our fingers are crossed, there'll be some cool moves. But yeah, we really focus on kind of creating spaces without like super intended beta. There's definitely going to be a few ways to get through everything, and I'm really excited to see how they figure their ways out through the maze.
Are the problems the same for the men and women?
So it's basically the same. So the 2 slab problems won't have any edits between the men and women, and then the 2 in the middle will have very small changes for the men and women. Just to account for some of our stronger athletes, make sure that we see a couple zones, hopefully some top. But definitely look out for the slabs, because getting them on the same problem will be super interesting.
Yeah, and you don't see that very often in competitions.
No, it's usually pretty hard to do, mostly because of sizing. So we have Noah, who's like 5'11" with like a +6, something along those lines. So don't quote me on it. And then we have Katie, who's 5'2". To set something that's like provides an equal challenge to both of them is definitely the hard part of this kind of competition. And what we kind of try to do as we moved on in the years is get closer and closer to having the same problem for the men and women. I think last time we did it on 1 climb, this time we were able to do it on 2. So my dream eventually is to be able to get like pretty good separation on the same exact problems. But we're still thinking about the way to do that well.
Like I said, the real star of the second half of this competition.
Me and the team.
Well, thank you for coming out and setting this, and thank you for the whole Kilter team.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it.
Yeah, and then all the holds are new Kilter holds that they brought specifically for this comp. So I don't think they've seen really any other gym besides like the Kilter studio itself. So it's going to be like super exciting. I have no skin left from the new fiberglass. So I'm really excited to see how the athletes interact with like holds they probably have never like touched before. It should be very interesting.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Often you can kind of like, oh, I know that hold, I know how to hold that one. But here, everything's new.
Exactly, especially the blue ones. They have all these different like angles and slightly slopier sections. That's actually kind of hard to see from a distance from it. But if you go and step on it, you'll instantly feel like there's certain sweet spots you want to find. So there's definitely going to be some like beta reading challenges, and that's the fun part of the comp. They decide the order from the lifting, and if you do well in the lifting, you get to see the beta on the climbs. So hopefully it'll pay off for those athletes that have been training a little harder on the weights.
Man, you got me so excited now.
Yeah, I am too. It's going to be cool. I'm really excited to see them on the climbs. It's going to be awesome.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
It's okay. Yeah, you guys can definitely go over there and squeeze in that way on the end. Let's do this camera this time.
I am here with Gunnar Otterson, and you are a 2-time competitor. How's it feel?
It feels amazing to be back. Honestly, this is one of my favorite competitions that I've been to because of how unique it is. It's a smaller format, which is awesome, so you really get to be a part of the competition in a way that you wouldn't in some of the other events, so it's great.
And how have the events gone this year?
They've been good. So I came in actually 10 pounds lighter this year, so I was interested to see how that impact my overall like peak strength, but since this competition is a strength weight competition, it could work out advantageously for me. So really excited to kind of see how it went, and I was really happy with all my numbers today. I think I probably undercooked it on the grip pull, but other than that, I was feeling really good about my results today.
And what did you bench press?
My bench was 215 today, which is an improvement from last year. I failed the 225 last year that I was hoping for, and so this year is cool to like come back lighter and then come back stronger too, at least in like the results for that event. So I'm super stoked.
Last year you did 205.
Right, exactly. So yeah, that 10-pound increase I'm happy with, especially with the weight drop.
And how about one-arm pull-ups? I saw you over there cheering.
Yeah, one-arm pull-ups are something I don't train often, but this year I was like a little hesitant, not knowing what I'd do. It's been a while since I did them, and I was able to walk away with plus 5 pounds on that. So I was pretty excited for that one, definitely. Yeah, just squeezed it out there and there.
And has your transition to your new job as a strength and conditioning coach affected your training?
Yeah, a little bit. So I used to work in the tech world, and the hours there were a little bit more strict than my current position. So it's been really nice, especially to not be locked into a desk all day long. I'm like up and moving around. So it's a little bit more advantageous for me to be able to like move and recover a little bit between training sessions. So, and I feel really supported with the community that I'm a part of now. So in terms of all the things outside of the gym that can influence performance, that's all going really well too. So I'm very excited for it.
Sounds like a great change for you.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, thanks for competing again, and I look forward to seeing the results to see you make it to final.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
The competitors are mostly on a lunch break now, preparing for the climbing. Okay, now welcome back to the second half of the BFL Combine here in Lakewood, Colorado. The competitors have completed the strength portion of today's events. And I bet they are already exhausted before they start the second part of climbing. There are 4 routes, and we can see Austin right on this first slab. Now this first slab is the same problem for men and women. Austin is 18 and from Colorado Springs and has been climbing since he was 3 years old. He is showing us fantastic balance and leg strength on this move. Those holds that he's standing on may look large, but the actual usable surface is sloping down and is very small. Each competitor has 4 minutes to complete each climb, and once the 4-minute time is up, they must stop. It's up to them to decide how much they will rest between attempts. You'll see that each of the competitors are wearing specialized climbing shoes. There's a variety of brands out there made for different shapes of feet. Some brands made for wider feet, some made for narrow feet, but you'll see everyone here wearing climbing shoes, which are particularly important for these slab problems. And for you people who are new to climbing, slab is a reference to the angle of the wall. So if a wall that is straight up, we would call that vertical. A slab is leaning forward, which means that you can do some slabs without using your hands. And even here, at some points, you can see that he's using no handholds to move around to get to the zone.
And look,
can get some faith.
His hips came too far from the wall, and that is why he fell. You'll see on each problem there are orange tapes. Those all have meaning. So for the start, the tapes indicate where your hands and legs have to start. And all four must be on for it to be considered a real start. It is up to the competitor to pick where their hands and feet go on those holds. The hold that he currently has in his left hand is a zone hold, so he will receive credit for getting to the zone hold. And for the zone holds, it's more than just touching them. You have to actually use them to move on. So on there, he touched it, he matched, he moved, he will get credit for a zone. Nick is a lead specialist, meaning that he prefers to climb long walls on rope versus bouldering, which we're seeing here, where there is no rope involved. He only has 15 seconds left, which is not a lot of time on a slab problem where you generally have to move slowly and carefully. Those are great attempts by Austin Wright. Up next, we have Gunnar Otterson. He's from Denver, Colorado. He's a local. And unlike Austin, he is only a boulderer. He does not do any sport climbing. Now Gunnar is using a brush. It is reminiscent of a toothbrush, but we don't use this on our teeth. We use these on the holes to get the chalk off. When there is not enough chalk, you slip. When there's too much chalk, you slip. So it's critical that these athletes find just the right amount of chalk to increase their friction and not make it too slippery for them. So Gunnar is trying to find his balance point. Ooh, and he decides to try to just run and jump it, which is not the ideal way to go about this very careful slab. And he is called down because he did not do his 4-point start. Nice. He's almost found a way to balance there. This climb is incredibly hard because there's no hands to hold on to, and the foot is just sloping down. He is trying to match his feet, meaning put one foot where the other foot was. But, oh, he saved. Nice save there. He is trying his best to work his feet over. He still has 1 minute and 20 left. And with these slab climbs, they're generally not extremely tiresome, so the athletes can put in multiple reps without much rest, unlike on some of the more overhanging problems, which really just take it out of you after 2 or 3 attempts. Gunnar is one of the oldest competitors here at 27, and it is his second time competing at the BFL Combine. And again, he's getting called down for not starting properly. He only has 15 seconds left, but he really needs a zone if he wants to have a chance at medaling at this competition. And you can see him eyeing down that hold, but it's just not going to be enough. Up next on problem 1, we have Jacob, who is also one of the oldest competitors here at 27 years old. He is from Brooklyn, New York, but he currently works in Boston, Massachusetts. He also gets called down for not doing a full point start. Oh, and a foot slip there. When I asked Jacob what his favorite climb was, he said it was Dalewood. Oh, it looks like we have Austin up on men's problem 2. Nick, the head souter, has said there's going to be a ninja kick in there, and I think we might have found it. That is where the competitor kicks his foot against the wall to stay on. Austin is one of our tallest competitors at 5'11". It seemed to be helpful for problem 1, but he seems a little scrunched on this problem. So Austin is starting matched on that undercling, which is really a bicep move. Oh, and nice, and he sticks the ninja kick, but comes up short. So on these holds, which are brand new holds that no one's ever climbed before, that is a dual text hold. So the red is where you can hold on to it. The white is slick and slippery and not really usable. So he hit the white part that is not usable. Nice. Often when climbers can do a move one time, they've learned it, and they learn so fast that they can do it again and again and again. Jacob starting again on problem 1. And this problem 1 will be unchanged for men and women. They will do the exact same problem. That left hold that Austin is getting after the first hold is tiny, just the very tip of his fingertips. And only a few of his fingers can fit on that hold. Austin wants to use his last 15 seconds to try to get a zone. Yes, if he gets it, and that's using it, it will count. Oh, too bad he won't have enough time to complete it. But that is a fantastic effort by Austin Wrights. Also good effort from Jacob with his cool glasses. Okay, up next we have Noah Wheeler, 22, from Philadelphia, on problem 1. And we have Gunnar Otterson on problem 2. Now Noah is one of the strongest outdoor climbers in the world and in this room right now. With Noah's taller height and longer arms, he's better able to use that sidewall to push himself over than some of the shorter climbers. He is exhibiting fantastic balance here until he falls. I jinxed him. Gunnar attempting that ninja kick, but just quite can't stick it. Noah being extremely careful on those slippery holds. And that zone hold is extremely tiny. I'm talking about millimeters. He's using it with just his thumbs, which I like to call a thunder clean, because he's using his thumb and it's an under clean, so it's a thunder clean. We might see our first attempt to a top on problem 1. And he has one hand, but he has to have two and show control, and he does. That is a top for Noah Wheeler. On our first top of the competition. We still have Gunnar trying to hold that ninja kick. But he is already falling outside the wall as he's going towards that hole. Now each fall does count against you, so it's best to do each problem in as few attempts as possible. If you can do it on your first attempt, we call that a flash. And that is really what everyone's goal here is to do, is to flash each of these problems. Noah almost flashed, he did it in 2 attempts. But I do wonder if Drew Iwana, the main competitor for Noah, will he flash? The pressure is on him. Next up, we have Francesco Militari. He's 23 from LA. He is a route setter at the Spot and ABC climbing gyms here in Colorado. He's actually pretty new to climbing. This is one of his first events. And it's a good first event to be part of. Oh, and we have Aiden on problem 3. Now this is the most overhung problem we have in the entire gym, which requires a lot of arm strength, core strength, a lot of brute strength here. And you can see there, he's trying to rock over his feet to do a Gaston, but doesn't quite make the zone hole. And we have Francesco on his way to the zone hole, moving ever so carefully, and he gets it. Austin's back on this problem. He's more prepared for the Gaston this time around. As I mentioned before, climbers are some of the fastest learners you'll ever meet. And he gets the zone. But he falls. Whoa! Francesco trying some dynamic footwork on this slow slab. It would have been great if it worked out. And Nick the setter did say that there are multiple ways to do this problem. So maybe you can do this part with momentum. Jacob struggling a problem too. His foot's just slipping. He is trying to find alternative beta, maybe a toe hook in there, which is where you use the top of your foot to hold yourself on the wall. Austin is back on the wall. That Gaston is really taking it out of him. It may be hard to repeat that move. I like Jacob's creativity on there. They have slightly over a minute left. It gives them 1 or 2 more attempts. Austin knows this beginning part so smoothly. Francesco's looking for that top because he already had the zone, and Jacob is just trying to get to the zone, but he's falling short. And he says that's enough attempts for that. Austin is speed climbing this powerful route. You can see on his face he's grimacing. He's had a big day of events with bench press, finger strength, weighted pull-ups, and now he has to pull out these strong biceps. An impressive showing for the young lad. Okay, now on men's problem 1, we have Drew Ruana, and he knows he needs to flash this if he wants to have a chance at beating Noah and completing his reign as the BFL Combine champion. And so far, so good. He gets the zone on his first attempt, but his hat got in the way. Oh, nice save there. He almost left, but he was able to save it. Drew Ruana is one of the strongest climbers in the entire world, climbing over 140 problems just in Colorado that are B14 or stronger. Again, he slipped but saved it. Oh no! That's a slip for Drew. He has to climb it on the second attempt if he doesn't want to fall behind Noah. Noah on this second problem. He's getting a wonderful toe hold, but his hand slips. That was gorgeous. Drew Ruana back on, but he slips, tries to save it. There's 2 minutes left, and Noah's going up. But he slips. He did not put enough texture on his foot against that wall. And these walls only have a slight bit of texture, so it is very easy to slip. Again, with holding that tiny hole with that nice toe hook, using every bit of his length to his advantage. He hits that hole and another toe hook. Both of those holes are crappy. That is why he has gone back and forth. And he goes for the top. He holds it, but for it to count, you must have two hands. And that is his second top of the afternoon. A very strong start for Noah Wheeler. Noah is a senior at college, and he is studying political science. And Drew here, he has spent the summer concentrating on school, so it has not been a heavy training summer for him. And I think that might be it for him. He's taking his shoes off. He still has 30 seconds left, but I think he might be done. And that is a surprising finish for men's problem 1 with Noah in the lead. And we have Gunnar on problem 3 with his hands slipping. With 10 seconds left, he's going to try again. Oh, and he makes it to the Gaston. He made great progress in 9 seconds.
Okay, we're going to be a network director in no time.
And now we have our first person on problem 4. This lab is also the same problem for men and women. Aiden making that look pretty easy until then. And you can see he is wiping his feet on a slightly wet towel. This is to keep his shoes clean, because on these slab climbs, all your weight's on your feet because the holes are either bad or non-existent. We have Francesco getting the zone. I at the finish, and he gets it. That finish hole looks pretty good, but there's not a lot of room to match. And he will only get points if he can match it. He can match any part of that hole, though. And you can see he's shaking and about to fall. Oh, what a painful finish. Austin's back on the wall with 2 hands on the finish, and that's a top for him. He did an impressive showing today, nearly topping several boulders and finally topping the last. And we have Jacob on our steep roof climb.
Did you get the epic weekend, or this is going straight to beach party?
No, this is epic.
Jacob on there trying a bicycle, which is where you have one foot in front of the other and you compress the hole between your 2 feet. It's a technique often used on steeper climbs.
How'd it go out there?
Good. I got 1 top, 4 zones.
Nice.
I should have topped number 2, but
Okay, Jacob's getting off the ground now.
So you got 1 top.
Using his power to try to get off, but his feet just kept slipping down.
Zones on the first, second attempt.
Where they mark? Oh, was they actually?
Except for number 2, but I got the zones.
Francesco trying that
Over here. Okay.
ninja kick.
Well, you got 2 tops.
I really like Noah's beta with
I
that
got
toe
one
hook
top.
to help him go over
Zones,
in control and very smoothly.
Oh, you got it on your. Okay.
First attempt, yeah.
So which one did you top?
Francesco back on problem 2. And he makes that kick work. And he gets the zone. And gets that nice toe hook. He has 26 seconds left, plenty of time. Oh. But doesn't quite make it work. But still very impressive. So that does not count because he did not get 2 hands on the finish hold and show control. Having 2 hands just isn't enough. Gunnar being very thorough here and cleaning up all the footholds. He doesn't want his feet slipping. Drew is on problem 2. Trying to make that ninja kick stick, but he doesn't have the same height as Noah, making it a little bit more difficult. Noah on 3, just cruising it. Also cruising this Gaston. Noah came to win this competition. He had said he has been in a hard training routine, and it is showing off. And we have Gunnar going carefully on the slab. Noah has the zone. He's matched it. Eyeing up the finish now. Yes. Oh, Drew's legs just keep slipping. And look at that. So in some comps, they will put tape around corners like this to avoid climbers doing something like this. But there's no tape here, so it's all allowed. Now the question is, will the judge give that to him? Because he did have 2 hands, but there was not much control on that. Drew has 2 minutes left. And he just can't maintain the tension. There we go. Oh, and he overshot it. He's just too strong there. Gunnar back on problem 4. This has been a new trend in the climbing comps, having the start hold way above your head. And sometimes it's just a problem in itself, just establishing. Drew now cruising these holds. And he hits that with so much power. He gets the toe hook. You can see all of his muscles are really working here. He has 1 minute, but he doesn't want to repeat this. He looks extremely casual right now on those terrible holds, and he moves statically, and he matches and shows control, and that is a beautiful top by Drew Wana. Gunnar has 40 seconds left. As he moves through these awful sloping footholds. That again are new to these competitors because these holds were made just for the BFL Combine.
This might be another one too, Cam.
And that is
This one might be another
it
one
for
too.
Gunnar.
See if you like it. I can move it.
Now we have Jacob on problem 4. And Francesco on problem 3. Easy start for Jacob. And Francesco's moving through this beginning so smoothly. Oh, he does touch the zone, but that will not count. Nice start for Jacob. With this, there's just hardly any holes for your hands, so you really have to trust your footwork here. And his balance is not right, and he brings his hips away from the wall, which leads to him falling. But he has plenty of time. Francesco starting again, making that first move look easy.
Forgot how saucy everything is. So I gotta do a good cleaning.
And he has to remove his sunglasses. In these slabs, it's important to keep your body close to the wall, and that's why you saw Drew want to remove his hat, and you saw Jacob throw off his sunglasses because they're honestly in your way. That's how careful you have to be. Your sunglasses can be too much. Francesco has that first half the problem down. He cruises it. And that is definitely a zone for him. He used the hold. Ouch. He cheese grated, which is one of the big fears of slab climbing and climbing, is when you fall and you remove all your skin as you go down and fall in the holds in the wall. We call that cheese grating. But with a smile on his face, he doesn't let that stop him. Francesco, again, trying to get to that top. And he slipped. 18 seconds left. He does not have time for another attempt. And neither does Jacob, and that's the end of his comp. Now if the men comp competitors dwindling down, the women will be coming up pretty fast. Noah going through, cleaning up all the holds, and Drew's already on start. This problem should suit Drew. It is reminiscent of outdoor climbing, where some of these slab problems aren't quite what you experience outside. And look, he is making this look like child's play. And we have Noah on 4, who had a small slip, but he saved it. Oh, and look at that.
Slide this way just a little bit.
Drew is using the edge of the hold and doing the heel hook, and then choosing to do a high heel hook and matches it. I think that is a flash for him, and he's back in the competition, and he needed that. Now we just have Noah. And look at this teamwork. Gunnar is brushing the holds for the other competitors. Honestly, brushing does take some of your strength away. So it is nice when someone else does brush it for you. Nice save. Good job, he gets his own. That's a pretty high step for someone of his height, showing his flexibility. And look at that inward flag toe hook. Oh, he was trying to find anything to hold onto that hold, and there's just nothing. As a person who loves toe hooks herself, I am impressed with the number of toe hooks Noah has thrown in on this comp. And that looks like a painful start for him. Noah is putting some chalk on his shoes because he's having a hard time establishing. He has a minute and 15 left. There's plenty of time to do this problem. His left foot is on a hold that the edge is probably about the size of a nickel. Which is honestly probably easier than some of these large sloping holds. Nice. He learned from his first attempt, corrected on the second. This is an extremely tight race between Drew and Noah, which we expected. But makes for great viewing. We have Francesco up on problem 4. He's a boulderer and he loves going to Bishop, California. Land of the high balls.
You want yours?
And an instant slip. And since he established, that does count as a fall.
Damn, we're live right now.
He is struggling to find the proper balance point with his feet and torso on these awful footholds. Nice. And he makes his way over to the zone. He used a different high foot than Noah did, but he makes quick work at the top. Easy peasy. And that's the top for him. And you can see he's super stoked for that. As you can see that each climber has their strengths and the different angles of the walls can show off each climber's best abilities. And the women are about to compete now, but there will be some adjustments made to adjust for their height. And it looks like holds are being added to help them climb down. Katie Bone has a pretty gnarly knee injury and falls from that height from the top of the wall. It's just not that safe for her knee. So the wonderful people here at BFL have added holes for her to climb down if she reaches the top. the girls are working together to find the best beta for these problems, which sometimes is great and sometimes does not work in their favor if they all read to climb a certain way, and that's not the way. You can see climbers all just get stuck on bad beta. We have another minute until Drew is up. Drew is actually the shortest male competitor we have here at 5'7", which is why some of these problems could have been a little bit more tough for him. Looks like Gunner's up here ready to brush the holes for Drew. And is also maybe giving him some inside beta, which is totally allowed. And he's up. Easy start for Drew. He's actually moving through these foot volumes pretty quickly. Fantastic balance. And Drew knows he has to flash this to be in the running to win. And I think he will flash it. Yes, and he flashes. Now this is going to be an exciting. This may come down to attempts. It took Drew a little bit of time to figure out his groove. It's probably been a while since he's been in a competition. It might have been a whole year since he last competed here. Maybe his last competition, so maybe he had some nerves, but he definitely showed us why he has climbed so many double-digit problems. Now we have the women. They are allowed to touch the start holds. In this, we call this the preview.
Sure. You want to interview? Stand right here, then. Yeah. Go ahead.
Hi, Austin. How did the climbing go?
It went good. I'm happy I topped number 4, but I had some work to do, which is good because I'll start training again to do the right thing.
You had some great attempts. Like falling on the end. You almost made it several times.
Yeah, it was number 2. It was just I was really tired, and I didn't climb as well as I should have, but it's okay.
How was number 3? Was that powerful?
Yeah, it was extremely hard getting into that press and then coming out, getting that box hold, and then getting into that was really difficult.
It looked tiring. How do you feel overall about the comp? Was it fun?
Yeah, it was really fun. I was a little stressed in qualifiers, not knowing if I was going to make it in, but I did. And it's just exposed my weaknesses, so it's good.
Good work out there. You climbed well.
Thank you.
Good. I think it went pretty great. I haven't done many comp rounds, so I think it's pretty successful.
You were very strong out there. What was your favorite problem?
I think the third one with the overhang was it was probably my favorite. It was like unique and it wasn't actually too physical, but it took a lot of learning and a lot of remembering. It's pretty technical, and so I like that a lot.
Wow, it looked really physical from over here.
Yeah, it definitely was. It was like delicate while also trying to strain your muscles, but like it was pretty fun. Yeah.
How did you enjoy the slabs?
Oh, they were great. I love slabs. I mean, I made one of those nails, but I don't know. I'd always love to try and get back on them and figure them out, but they were very, I don't know. They weren't obviously not as physical, so they were technical. They were interesting. There you go. That's a good way to put it. Yeah.
Will you come back for BFL 5?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
I look forward to see how the rankings come out.
Yeah, thanks so much. Have a good one.
No, that one was mine, I think.
Can I grab you?
Oh, maybe we were sharing it. Shit. Oh, you working with Gunner?
Okay, I'm here with Gunner. How'd it go?
It was good. It's definitely a tougher second round for me in these type of competitions. Like, I knew I'd do decently well in the weightlifting aspects of it because I train that stuff a lot, but comp style is newer to me, so I knew against these guys I'd have a tough time stacking up. But still, I felt like from last year I made a lot of progress, which I was super happy with, so yeah, I'm very excited.
How do these problems compare from last year's?
I think the beta was a little bit easier to read. There are a couple more options to take in terms of beta too, which is really cool to see. I feel like last year there's a little bit less diversity in the beta that could work, so it's cool to be able to get up there and try a couple things out this time.
Yeah, Nick, the main setter, said that was their goal this year.
Awesome, yeah, it definitely showed through in all the boulders.
Which one was your favorite?
I think the slab one was my favorite. I typically do a little bit better on power boulders, and it wasn't the case today, but I think it's really fun to make those small wins on a slab problem. I felt like I was able to do that today and kind of work through it a little bit more than I was able to on other ones.
Yeah, you definitely showed us your balance.
Yeah, definitely working on it, so I'm taking some awesome notes from these guys in the meantime, and we'll try some of these afterwards too to just get better.
And it was so sweet of you to brush the holds.
Oh, definitely. You know, it's like this is definitely a community comp is what it feels like. We're all here to support each other, especially being like the smaller field of competitors. It's awesome to like get a little bit more personal with everyone and support each other. So,
well, it was great to see you again. Are you going to come back again?
I'll absolutely be here, and as long as you guys keep hosting it, I'll be here.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
And now we're about to start the women's competition here at the BFL Combine, brought to you by Adidas, Epic TV, and Kilter. And our first competitor is Maddie Morris. Maddie is a route setter at Movement, which is a climbing gym in Baker, Colorado. Maddie is our oldest female competitor. She says one of her favorite places to climb around here is Lincoln Lake, which, if you're not familiar, is one of the most beautiful places you can climb in a mountainous backdrop with a beautiful lake in the background. But the hike out there is not easy. And she's up in 10 seconds. And Maddie's off to the start. Maddie makes that start look easy. Maddie is 5'5". She actually may be the tallest female competitor we have here. And she gets the zone. Oh, she almost saved that. She brought her hips away from the wall and then she quickly caught herself again, but just not enough. Getting the zone on your first attempt is always a good thing to do. So she's off to a good start. Maddie back on the wall again. Really showing up her good balance and leg strength there. Oh yes, she almost saves it. She tries to grab the top of that hold. And that top of the is probably a millimeter, just not enough. She's back on the wall. And now she's officially started with having the forelimbs on. Making her way over. She's shifting her weight without using her hands, which is extremely difficult and technical. And she makes it over. No hands there getting chalk. It is the athlete's choice whether or not they want to bring a chalk bag up with them on the wall. Some of them find it comforting to always have the chalk with them. Some find that it's just kind of an annoying thing with extra weight on them. But in a slab problem, it's generally a wise choice. Moving ever so carefully, eyeing up the finish hold. She really will have to press through her left leg. Oh, a fantastic attempt to the finish. But with 20 seconds left, that is going to be all for her. A very good go. Next up, we have Kestrel Pickowitz. She is only 16 years old, and this is her second time competing. So last year, she was 15 when she was here. Her goal in life is to become a stunt person. And with her strength and her ability to climb, I can definitely see it. She's moving through this like it's easy. And she gets that zone. She is 5'4". She's really trying to gas down that thunder cling. And does she say no? She tries to save it but couldn't. She must have some incredibly strong thumbs. Kestrel is choosing not to bring a chalk bag up with her on this problem. And we'll brush the slippery footholds. Kestrel also made finals last year. And she's back on the start. Look at her move those legs without using her hands so quickly. She's climbing this slab rather powerfully, but it's working for her. She rocks over, showing impressive tension and core strength. Almost a slip, but she saves it. She's trying to bring her right foot through and then falls while trying to match. That's tough. Tough beta there. She still has a minute left, a little bit over a minute, so time to rest and give it one good attempt. She's making the start more smooth each time. At the zone in record time. She's even so comfortable up there she could adjust her shirt. And that black hold there, she cannot use that hold. That hold is off. That is just a hold that is there to use when you're climbing down. And some fantastic attempts by Kestrel Pickowicz. Up next is Annika Shoemaker, who is part of the CU Boulder climbing team. You may have seen her in other climbing events, particularly the North American Cup, U.S. Nationals, and she is so excited to head to a World Cup competition in Slovenia this September. And on problem 2, we have Maddie Morris. She made that look easy. These girls are really showing up today. Maddie resting there. Maddie's really just taking her time here. And climbing so smoothly. You could definitely tell she lead climbs a bit by the amount of time she goes for her chalk back. And she needs to match this for it to count. And she's trying to use the edge of the wall to bring her weight over her foot. It just wasn't enough. But that was some gorgeous climbing from Maddie Morris. Annika Shoemaker brushing the holds. She is currently a senior and is studying ecology and has an interest in going to conservation. Up again with 2 minutes left. With the first problem being a slab and that's physically tiring, the competitors can do more attempts. Whereas Maddie is taking a significant rest on her powerful climb that she pretty much climbed, except for did not match it. Get to the zone. She gets it. And she's actually crimping the top of it. This is made for you to use the bottom of it as a thunder clean, and she is trying to use the seams in the wall as a side pull. That's incredible finger strength there. That was incredible. Talk about using a millimeter. And Maddie's made quick work of the start. And is trying to figure out how to finish. 45 seconds left. She may or may not go for a second attempt. Annika back on the wall again. Looks like Maddie is done. And she only has 12 seconds, which is just not enough to finish this. Which is too bad because she's climbing so well. Look at her go, look at her go. Wow. That was actually her best attempt. Now we have Katie Bone from Albuquerque. You can see she has that knee brace on. She tore every ligament in her knee at team trials in 2023. She has type 1 diabetes, as you can see. Her insulin dispensers on her arms. And she does not let that stop her whatsoever. She won American Ninja Warriors women's competition as a teenager. This slab will be a great test of her leg strength. She's trying to push over, but Katie is the smallest competitor here. And so her arm length just doesn't push her over as much as the other competitors. Okay, Kestrel on problem 2. Made that ninja kick, but couldn't stick it. Katie has now officially started the problem. It's kind of wild now that it actually takes a few moves sometimes to establish on the problem. A lot of the other competitors had bent arms in this same position, whereas Katie's arms are straight. Showing the real difference in height among the competitors. Katie hasn't been climbing much recently due to her knee injury. Kestrel's back. She sticks it. Oh, and she's trying to do a knee bar, a no hands knee bar. Wow, look at that creativity. And another knee bar. Wow. The route setter Nick is equally impressed. He had mentioned that there's going to be multiple ways to do these problems. I'm not sure he saw a no hands knee bar in there, but Kestrel showed us all. And that's it for that round. We're moving on to the next problems. In the first woman on problem 3, our power boulder. And on problem 2, we have Annika Shoemaker. And Maddie is wasting no time getting on problem 3. So strong. She made that look easy. Again, showing off her strong thumbs. Oh, and Annika just misses that first hold. Using the side hold and the side wall, and that is completely acceptable. She cannot use that black hold. That's just a down climb hold. And now she has to figure out how to match this, which does seem to be one of the major cruxes of this problem. We saw the men struggle on this as well. And holding her weight with that heel hook shows just how strong her posterior chain is. She's trying to find alternative fader, but it was just, she's up there for a long time, and that is exhausting. Annika making smooth moves up to the zone on the cruel dual text holds that really limit which parts are useful. They may look large, but the useful part is very limited. Pretty much to where you see the chalk. One last move to the finish. Ooh. Will that count? Oh, the judge says no. So she did have 2 hands on there, but she was kind of falling when she got her second hand up there, and that does not show control, so it does not count. It's a lot of effort, unfortunately for her. And our judges here, they are abiding by very strict control rules. This is the second person they've called off. Okay, Maddie's starting back on problem 3.
Let me just set it down and see what happens. Because it's giving me good signal. Huh? It's giving me blue, so.
Getting to that zone hold is no problem for Maddie Morris. Question is, will she try different beta this time? Yeah. We both have 30 seconds left. Maddie needs to figure out how to match it and show control. Oh, and the judge. Annika's back to the top, and she has to show control. Well, look at her use her elbow. You don't ever see that. That is something else. And her knee. She wanted that. Wow. That is using everything you have. That was impressive. And I can see the skin loss. Okay, and we have Kestrel on problem 4 and Katie on problem 3.
Gotta do it twice. She went bah, 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 she cried.
Katie making these beginning moves look easy, but she has to weight her bad leg, and she seems to be making it through it okay. Kestrel's quickly through the problem. Katie's so strong, she does that dynamically. Matching that problem, only one more move to the top. As our shortest competitor, it's hard for her to reach that statically. She looks like she's in a little bit of pain. And looks like Kestrel topped women's 3.
I'll see you later, man.
Katie is our national youth speed champion. She climbs the wall in a little bit over 7 seconds. Extremely impressive. She seems to be able to wait and stump her right foot pretty well in this problem. Using that toe hook that we saw a lot of the boys use to get there. She still has a minute and a half. Every time she starts, she wants to right that right foot, but she takes it off immediately. Wondering if that bothers her knee. There she goes, making that powerful move up, getting that toe hook. Ooh, she's a little tired there and just doesn't have the power to make it. And she's going to call it quits. With still 43 seconds left. And now we're going to have our first woman on problem 4. Who's going to be Maddie. Maddie has a dog that she loves named Junie. And here she goes. Now, this problem is also unchanged for the men and the women. She has a good start, and she did really well on the first lap, so I would expect her to do well on this one. The men had said this slab was a little bit easier than slab number 1. So hopefully we'll see some tops. Man, she was using the very tip of her finger to try to hold on. She's kind of stuck here in the middle. No handholds to use, and she's desperately looking for anything to hold onto. Really impressive balance there. Oh, and we have Annika doing really strong work on problem 3. And that is a top from Maddie. Great job. And Annika has got the zone, but she needs a top here to be in contention. Yeah. Oh, and she chooses to use a toe hook instead of a heel hook like everyone else. And now she has switched it to a heel hook, because the toe hook, you have to bring your butt too far away from the hold to make it work. And the heel hook can pull you in. Oh, but she's going to go back to the toe hook. That was quite the fight up there. That had to be exhausting. But great climbing. And strong fingers to hang up there for that long. She has 1:30 left, so if she has the strength, she'll probably give it one more attempt. Okay, well, she's using a lot of her breakup. She now has less than a minute to go. But she cruises the beginning part, so I think the 40 seconds left will be enough time for her to complete it. It won't be enough time if she tries a billion betas at the top again. Has 10 seconds left to finish. So pretty much try one beta and she has to make it work. And it counts. She was shaking, but she showed enough control and she gets that top. Amazing work with only 50 seconds. Now we have Kestrel with her very powerful start. Again, cleaning her shoes, she could probably use a towel to keep her shoes clean. And we have Katie on problem 3. Kestrel having a hard time really establishing on the problem. And Katie is using the undercling. More as I read it. I was surprised that people were moving their thumbs on that. There we go. Now Kestrel using a less powerful start, which allows her to maintain her balance and actually get on this problem. Katie eyeing up the finish. Using a heel hook, and Katie is very good at heel hooks. And Kestrel showing some amazing balance. They're going back and forth. Wow. Katie has one hand, two hand. I think that counts. That showed control. She's looking for the judge for confirmation. And Kestrel also does that. With 2 minutes left, and she's sitting down. It looks like it counted. But she is rolling around. I hope she's okay and not in pain. She's giving high five. She's okay. Well, that was a fast round. We had 2 tops very quickly. These women are showing the world how to climb. Some impressive showings today on the powerful overhang problems and on the slab. These women can do it all. This is the 4th year that the BFL Combine has been going on. There are some real veterans here like Ruana and lots of new faces. But every year it attracts an awesome crowd with a great vibe, which makes this not only the most unique climbing competition there is, but I would say the most fun climbing competition. How many climbing comps have live performances with artists? This one does every year. Okay, we have 30 seconds up to our next climb. Katie's up to brush, but she thought it was her turn, even though she just climbed. She must not be tired at all, have lots of energy. Okay, now it is Annika Shoemaker's turn on our final slab. She's brushing on the holds. She knows she has to complete this climb if she wants to be in the running. And I can see the fresh blood on her elbow from her impressive top. Luckily, it's not actively bleeding because athletes aren't allowed to be climbing if it's actively bleeding and spreading blood all over the hold. They will have to wrap it up, and they have to use their time in the 4 minutes to wrap it up if it happens while they're on the wall. She makes that start look easy. She did it so fast I blinked and she was already moving on. Here seems to be the balance crux. How do you get your right foot over to that next hold? Do you match? Do you step over? And we have seen her use the tiniest crimps in the wall to her advantage to move over. And she did it again here. She's like our very own Brooke Rabbitoo, who uses the boat holes on climbs. There she goes. Okay, she tried to walk it through, but lost her balance. Annika is 20 and is from Parker, Colorado. Starting again, but you just can't find her balance. And every attempt is noted and goes against your score. Can't quite figure out how to cross over, and that is probably the hardest part on this problem. So climbing is a contact sport, not in the same way as football or rugby, but our contact is against the wall and sharp volumes. You can actually break bones on falls if you hit the volumes all your way down, and you can definitely remove your skin. Climbing is a pretty painful sport. Also, the climbing shoes they wear, they're usually downsized about 2 sizes down from their street shoe. So my street shoe is a 6.5 or 7, and I wear 5, 5.5 in my climbing shoes. It's like ballet, where you want to have very tight shoes so you can stand on the tiniest part. Katie struggling to establish on this hold, on the start. But she has to jump and pretty much do a leg press on her bad leg. So this is quite impressive that she's able to climb slab at all, considering her knee. There she goes again, jumping on her bad knee. Oh, and slipping. She has 2 minutes and 18 seconds left. Plenty of time for this problem. She's going to the edge. She's going to try a different technique because I think her right leg just isn't strong to support her, and she needs to use her hands any way possible because she has some strong fingers. And that was actually a really smart move for her. Now her knee brace could be a hindrance or helpful in here because she's so close to the wall. I don't know if it's pushing her away or if it's helping her stick. And there she goes. She's made it to the crux of this problem. Which is going to be difficult considering if using typical beta, she'll have to land on her right foot. And she's removing her brace because it's a hindrance. It's in her way. Returning to her successful beta, but she slips. Ooh. She has 46 seconds. She should take some time to just kind of regroup. Maybe she needs a knee brace for this first move, but the knee brace is a hindrance as she goes through the tight slab walking middle part of the problem. But she's made it work. She has only 9 seconds left to get to the zone. And she's moving really fast. Oh, look at her go. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was a great attempt. What a great showing from all of these strong athletes. And it was such a fun time to watch. A very good competition again, put on by BFL Combine, brought to you by Epic TV, Adidas, and Kilter. Now the scorecards will be added up, and we will find out who the winners are.